enough to kill. You're gonna have to go through double mirror shield now. That lasso becomes a lot more dangerous. Also, Book of Shadows on the Timbersaw. So triple saving tier 5 neutrals coming out for Falcons. They just want to survive. They just want to win the long fight. Whereas more aggressive options for Liquid, they have double force boots of their own, an Arcanist armor, a Giant's Ring, and mirror shield for Mickey on this Morphling. He's the one who wants to survive the single target hexes going straight into him. Can't blame him on that one. Age is still available for Liquid. Shield Rune picked up for the Morphling. You'll morph full strength, abuse that. A lot of extra HP right now for Mickey. Liquid on the hunt. They have all the buybacks available except for their hard carries.
They've got this Aghanim Scepter. They want to get the grab.
He got
mirror shielded. Oh no, he got dragged in the tier 4. Force that. Gets him down to low ground, plus an Eon Disc. Boxy trying to get away. Amar trying to take advantage of the situation. Turns into stone. Trying to kick the Bat Rider out of here, and he will make it out. Boxy just learned some very valuable intel. Do not lasso the supports.
That was not the shackle he was looking for at all. Lucky to get out of there, lucky to survive. The whole time that team fight is happening, this top lane pushes in for Falcons, starts hitting the tier 4s for Liquid. So you also have to consider the loss of 2 barracks in this game. And what it's going to do to you in terms of the pressure on the map, the mentality of trying to push onto Falcon's side and deal with the lane pressure. And these Mirror Shield, Book of Shadows, Lotus Orb, Lincoln Spheres, there's so much for Boxy to get through in this game, and they need these lassos to go off. I honestly do not know how he's going to find anything.
63 minutes. Network dead even. Bangkok, you having a good time right now? As we approach the midnight hour, Falcons smoked up, and now they're the ones looking for the pickoff just outside of Liquid's base. 35 seconds left on the Aegis. Liquid, they're not home right now. Liquid are going to find that they may be forced to fight up against Megas if they do not, with vigilance, protect their bottom lane.
It's another tower down. All you used was those Shaman wards. Level 30 online for this Bristleback, the first hero to reach it. ATF has everything he could ever possibly want available to him.
35 strength for the Morphling as well. 25 on crits. The supports are even getting their 25 talents.
That is not a bad 25 in this game. It's a lot of extra damage on the Sharpshooter. He has the Ags as well, so in theory, maybe you get 2 Sharpshooter hits. They pierce debuff immunity. Every bit of damage counts in these late game situations when you're trying to bring down these tanky cores.
Yeah, the only person who hasn't gotten 25 is Snakey.
The Shaman life.
Shaman life.
I don't know if his 25 is the most impactful in this game. It's probably the most irrelevant. It's going to come down to who can survive on the front line, who can find the initiations, and maybe who just has more staying power against so many refresher orbs in this game. We saw one just come out for the Phoenix, double Supernova available for Insania, but that also means double Hex potential on the offensive side. He also has his extra Supernova hit count. These eggs are almost impossible to bring down for Falcons. I don't even see a scenario where they make it happen.
Approaching. They have a high ground ward here on the side of Falcons. They're going to go for it. Boxy. Oh, Amar! Look at how fast he turned on a dime and force boost himself away from Boxy's attempt at an initiation.
And now Falcons looking.
Wait, Saberlight's still going to go for it despite the fact that Boxy misses initiation. Saberlight is still going to look, but he can't make the grab onto crit, but it looks like Nisha will be able to roll on top of him. And that Hex can only do some more. Whoa, wait! They're going after Maureen as well. Maureen activates BKB, gets the long Timber Chain away. Nisha,
you can't
letting him go for free. Hexed up, turned him to stone afterwards, though he Timber Chained away. So he still got the distance. Liquid are gonna have to back away. They've got these other lanes to contend with.
That entire time, Mickey was showing in Liquid base, and they were still chasing. There's no boots to travel to on this Morphling or anything.
That's crazy.
And Falcons
respecting.
Whoa,
Nisha going back in for the gem.
Dude, he is playing like an absolute psycho
This
right
man's
now.
a monster.
Falcons respecting it. They do not want to take the 4-on-5. They absolutely refuse.
Yeah, I mean, I wouldn't want to take a fight against this kind of madman either.
Amp damage in the top river, and that's
he's
going to
got
get
a bottle
bottled.
for it too.
Level 30 on this Morphling as well. He is absolutely kitted. They're pinging the base.
I mean, you're reaching to a territory. Somebody's about to get one shot.
Yeah, someone's about to have their day absolutely ruined here in
The
this
question
lower
is
bracket.
whether or not Boxy can alley-oop it, but no! Immediately, the Lincolns and Boxy cannot get through these single target blocks, but Mickey still gonna pop his amp damage, try and go for an Echo Slam. That's one. Then he saves. Refresh. Echo Slam managed to get the 4-step away. Meanwhile, Mosh Pit right in the middle, but it's a Supernova use, and Falcons retreat. Yet again, they prove that they can feint out Liquid, get them to bite, get them to push their spells, and immediately back out.
And the base gets pinged every time this top lane goes in. Liquid feel pressure to return and get the lanes back out. They don't have long to linger in Falcon's base. Another team fight that gets kited out. That lasso never even went off. That was Boxy using the 4-staff to try and proc that Lincolns to get the opening. ATF just too fast, gets the Hex in return. There's just so many instant disables. Needs refresher on this bat, honestly.
Is this the first Tormentor they've done? I'm sure it's not, but I just remember Falcons taking Tormentor after Tormentor. Nisha didn't have his shard. He's got that now. So that's another save.
There's too many saves, too many disables in this game.
Somebody's going to need a save. Falcons. They're smoked up. Boxy. He might be the first point of contact here. No, it's Sableye. He's going to break the smoke. He's going to be the one to get hexed up. He's in trouble. But Falcons do not overly commit. Nisha rolling into them at the same time. Sunray's going to heal him up. Got the lasso. Echo Slam in return. Dude, Enchant Totem immediately going to be used. Stay King is going to be caught down. Fisher Thrup. And now another Remnant going to be used. Use it on Boxy, trying to get away. Meanwhile, they're chasing after Skeeter. Skeeter has them magnetized while they're finishing up Crit Hoodwink.
Have to go back to base. Skeeter will survive the last tick of that magnetize.
Got 2 supports killed. We're not able to finish up the cores.
Dude, Nisha, there's no answer for him on the front line. He goes in again and again. They don't want to commit on him.
Amar,
still chasing.
What are you doing farming like this one? So far away from your base, but the Force Boots. Let him get away quick.
He is so damn fast. And a very clutch stone from Nisha. He rolls in, saves Boxy, who's getting chain stunned up from those Echo Slams. He has to go so deep to try and find these lassos. Mickey, you want to hit base here. Double supports down, only 1 buyback available for Falcons.
Yeah, 160 gold left on the Shaman.
But Liquid don't know that.
They group up a little bit, which is dangerous against this Earthshaker. Boxy goes for the initiation, misses. Once again, Amar, he's quick on his feet.
Does have the refresher on the bat. So even if he doesn't get that first lasso, he can look for the second round, and this will be a clean racks for Liquid.
Can they get a second one here? They're playing it bold, being so grouped up like this. 3 cores. Boxy found his initiation this time around, but an immediate Echo Slam from Skeeter, interrupting the momentum. No chain stun here, and Liquid, they have a hard time to be able to focus down these heroes. Mickey goes to the buildings instead. Liquid backing out now. Amar going for the chase. Gotta grab on and pulverize. Another Echo Slam from Skeeter. Every single time Liquid tries to go for the grab, there's Skeeter standing in this way, stopping them from being able to focus down 81 hero.
Mickey just wants buildings here. He's getting what he came for. That's 2 lanes.
2 lanes of barracks. The game is evened up.
ATF does not want to let them get away right now. He knows their tier 4s are being assaulted. He wants the catch. He wants a kill. He's seeing red, but he can't find.
He's ruined for Sableye. He is on the run.
You have all the move speed in the world, but not a hero to hit. ATF, he finds nothing but a little black dragon.
Is Liquid about to do to Falcons what Falcons did to them in game 1?
It's starting to feel that way. They just can't lock down a hero. This Giant Ring Earth Spirit on the front line. with the extra status resist he still has from the Sanjin Yasha, you just can't sit there and shackle him. There's too many stuns in this game, too many saves.
Oh, look at that pickup. He just picked up a Revenant's Brooch on Bristleback.
That is a lot of DPS increase right now when you need it. Roche, Radiant side, Refresher Shard, and a cheese. Do you even have the slots for this though? You already have refreshers on most of your cores.
Yeah, frankly, I feel like if it's on Radiant side, it's free for Falcons and vice versa for Liquid. I feel like neither one of these teams wants to take a Roshan fight where there's the buyback advantage. It's just give them the Aegis. Just give them the Aghanim Scepter.
You're just running out of slots in this game. Aegis on ATF is nice, but his issue is not surviving. It's locking people down and killing them. Refresher Shard for Snake King should not underrated here. He bought up that late game BKB on the Shaman. This is something that might allow him to lock down a hero for a prolonged period of time.
And he's got the ward attack damage. He could just go for the throne at some point.
That is also an option. The backdoor potential for Falcons with, 1 tier 4 down, multiple lanes down. They just don't have a lot of boots of travel. They don't have a lot of ways to get heroes into Liquid's base.
I mean, do they need any other heroes? Just Shaman could do it with double wards.
If this game comes down to a Shaman ward base race, I mean, you tip your hat. I don't know what you're supposed to do at that point. Both these teams just clumping.
So Octarine on the Earth Spirit with the level 30. So he now has the extra stun duration. So a 3-second cooldown on a 1.4-second stun. This is really hard to contend with. You almost have level 30 on the Primal Beast as well.
I mean, you just have to go. You just have to go in, throw all your spells, and hope you're the one who comes out on top. There's way too much chaos in these fights. Honestly,
I mean, despite the chaos, I gotta commend Skeeter every single time, man. He is like he's got a lot of spells to throw around, but he's hitting the timing on them perfectly. I think
he has stopped a lot of pulverizers from getting their full duration off. He has saved a lot of his other two frontliners from death. How long can he keep doing that, though, is the question.
And my question is whether or not this Revenant's Brooch will prove to be the antithesis to this Morphling.
Yep.
Right? Will it be able to provide the damage that cuts Mickey down when he doesn't expect it?
ATF. Part of me thinks this guy believes he's the best offlaner to ever play this game. Another part of me thinks he believes he's the best carry to ever play this game. Maybe both. But he's going to have to carry this game as he's the majority of the sustained damage for Falcons right now.
Nisha rolling around. Amar. He spots Liquid.
Oh, lasso attempt.
Yeah, lasso.
Didn't get him.
Refresh Hex goes out. He's able to get away. A second attempt at a lasso. Boxy got him on the second time. And there's no Refresh Hex on this one. Skeeter. He needed somebody else to save him and turn Supernova off on the high ground. A buyback, but they're going to be running into a Supernova. That's not good. Refresh from Maureen. He's going to activate his Aghanim Scepter while Crit is in trouble. The supports are getting run
Falcons
down.
Are falling.
And Liquid, they're just running down support after support. Meanwhile, Boxy, he's going to be caught. Skeeter does manage to blow him up. A buyback TPN coming in soon. Shadow Shaman, Snake King flanking away. Almost immediately. Oh, broken. Bristleback. So much damage, but Snake King with his BKB.
The shackles,
the disable, the hex, the Mickey, he's dead. Immediate buyback going to be used. Nisha going for Snake King now. He did his duty. He's dead, and he's not coming back. And Nisha and Mickey, they're coming back in a big, big way.
Aegis down. Bristol round 2, but is anybody going to be alive?
Maureen is dead. Another buyback potentially to be forced as Liquid are pushing down mid. A 5 versus 3.
Another amp damage in the river that they don't see again.
Oh my god. Saberlight jumps forward. Shiva's trying to get a little bit of vision, a little bit of action.
Mickey wants throne. He wants buildings here. He wants buybacks.
He's going to go for the Megas.
Will you risk for it?
Playing for the Megas for now. Skeeter trying to stall them.
3 on 5. No buybacks available for the Falcon supports.
Liquid are not stopping here.
The base is getting pinged.
They are going to force this one.
Liquid, you have to think about it.
Amar just having a bit of a poke. See if they can force Liquid. Meanwhile, the base is in a bit of trouble. But they got the grab on Amar, and Amar's going to die. Does have a buyback. Does use it. Fisher coming in again, but soon the throne is going to be exposed.
They want
Skinner goes
Mickey.
all in for Mickey, but Mickey, satanic, heal up the full.
Liquid's
Timber's in
thrown.
trouble, but the throne,
It's dying.
Mickey has to go for it right now. He has to finish it up. Insania's going to be able to bail out the throne. Mickey, though,
That's
it's going to be
Glyph.
Glyph used.
They need the Morphling. They need him now.
Morphling, he's got to put the damage in now, or Falcons is going to win.
Wins it.
Wait for it, going for it. Last little bit. Can he do it? He has got it.
It's over.
Liquid are taking it. Team Liquid in the absolute most insane way to finish it will eliminate Falcons and are staying here in Bangkok.
That game felt like there was so much more on the line than a simple lower bracket elimination. Years of rivalry, years of trash talk. A TI championship versus a team that is still hunting for another one. And it comes down to a pseudo base race against Creeps that has been one of Liquid's demons in their past.
Maureen and Falcons, known for their alt chat, try and step to the best in the world, but unfortunately for them, real G's move in silence and violence. And you didn't hear a word from Mickey in that game.
We're gonna grab Boxy. There he is. There's one man I want to talk to, Mr. Boxy. If I could grab you, please, for a short interview. Well, yeah, no, no, you have to. I'm sorry. We'll make this short and sweet, man. I gotta say, from Dota fans to you, thank you, because that was one of the best series we have ever watched. Woo! I know it's very entertaining for us. How did it feel for you guys? Must have been a slog.
I mean, it was probably one of the closest series we've ever played, and obviously we have a bit of a rivalry against Falcons, so it feels super nice to win this time. Game 3 was looking a little bit rough, and I was feeding a little bit. So, you know, it's always nice to like have a comeback in a game. Dota 2 it's very special when you make comebacks, I think.
Absolutely. That's why there's no surrender button in this game, baby. Well, unless you're a pro game, then you GG, but we don't talk about that. All right. Anyway, your game 2 as Hoodwink was unbelievable. Do you even remember game 2 after game 3? Let's be real.
Yeah. I mean, it was good. It was mostly the kill. Thank you. It was mostly the kill on Bristle, I think, which was pretty funny. Other than that, I don't think it was like super special. It was pretty good, but that one was like the highlight.
I mean, you're playing against one of the best Hoodwinks in the world. You're up against Crit. You take his signature hero, beat him with it. Pretty fun moment there. Got to mean something, but let's talk about how frustrating that game must have been as a bat writer. I mean, in that late game scenario, you're going in, you're trying to do anything you can. Were you just like sweating on the top of your game, hyper focused? Can you tell us about that late game bat?
To be honest, I think it shouldn't have been so hard. If I played a bit better, you can pretty easily break the link in yourself and lasso. But as the game went on, my computer, it was like getting slogged up. My FPS was going down every minute, so in the end it was a bit laggy. And then I didn't really have the confidence to do it myself, so I told my team, like, you have to break all